The play clock's running down. Now a carry for Lorenzo Taliaferro. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down following the run. A handoff to Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. But winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So he got 3 at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. The Browns have the early lead. We'll return to Cincinnati after this. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they started that drive from the shadows of their own end zone all the way back at the 2, and they're able to get 3 out of it.
And, you know, shadows tend to scare people, right? Not in this case. This offense was not jumpy at all, handled it very well, put themselves into a position to score.
Following the field goal on is the punter, Drew Kaiser, to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Danny Shelton in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to slither by. Room here to run. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And got his man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Following the field goal on is the punter, Drew Kaiser, to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. All right, let's focus now on Giovanni Bernard. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Danny Shelton in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on 2nd down, Dalton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Dalton now to pass. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On the carry, it's Taliaferro. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, here's Fournette. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Play clock winding down.
Game offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 4th down.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Getting ready to go again, here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with the crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. A swing pass caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get that field that quickly, and now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll come out in the pistol. This will be Dalton again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jermaine Kearse, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Corey Coleman now, he gears up to help lead this offense again. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Back to throw now on first down. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And Green with a catch left side. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Look at the spin. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Shedding the tackle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way. In, touchdown, Cleveland. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on him, and now instead of being in third and very long,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Time running out here on the play clock. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. The play clock's running down. On third down, Fournette. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. play clock winding down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Time running out here on the play clock. This is Taliaferro. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Give this time to the tailback. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Blue line. Blue line.
The play clock's running down. On third down. That's Grant. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Here we go now. Blue line. Blue line.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll go with a keeper. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had a possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Play clock winding down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Here's Dalton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And this one is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. The play clock's running down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Taliaferro. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Play clock winding down. Now Leonard Fournette. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Browns on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Time running out here on the play clock. And they give this time to the tailback. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Fournette running right. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landed. Watch it now, Barney.
They run with Taliaferro. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
The play clock's running down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The tight end in motion right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They come out here in the eye. Here's Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing, Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. They begin with a run by Fournette. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. And give that one to the Bears as they wind up winners. Mitch Trubisky, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd down and 12. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Cleveland, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.